Hello and welcome to Goa News Now. Today I am at Dabolim International Airport. Behind me, this is the airport terminal building, and I am here to share one good news. Today there is no bad things to be showcased. I'll be talking good because there is something that has happened today. We have got exclusive news about this particular information, and the information is what you can see behind me. This is the multi-level car parking. This building was constructed almost 5 to 6 years ago with the intention to decongest the airport area from parking menace. हे जे दाबोलेम एअरपोर्ट आसा हांगा पार्किंगाचे खूब खूब प्रॉब्लम जाता, जावं ते टॅक्सी कार जावं ते अदर people who are coming here. But today there is a good news because this particular building have got all approvals, and the approvals have come directly today to the airport authority, and the information is shared to us that they have got the approval. So it is very likely that this building, which will have the capacity of 565 cars parking, will be operational within this month itself. So by April 30th or 31st, this multi-level car parking is going to be operational, and this will be eliminating the major hassle of parking menace. आम्ही जेन्ना पळयता दाबोलेम एअरपोर्ट, the footfall here has increased to a higher level, and it has also achieved a record of highest number of handling throughout the country. I have just got to know that in terms of passenger handling, Goa stands third in all over India as per airport authorities. So all the airports operated by airport authority, Goa stands third. So you can understand the kind of number of people coming in Goa, and the services they are using. So with reference to that, if you look at the parking फॅसिलिटी, गोवा एअरपोर्टान पार्किंग फॅसिलिटीचे नांवार कांय ना. हांगा चडशे तुमी पळयता जाल्यार गाडयो पार्क रस्त्यार जाता, आनी हांगा टॅक्सी कार जावं बाकीचे लोकल पब्लीक आहा तांकांय खूब त्रास जाता. सो हे थोड्या दिसांनी, after almost 10 to 15 days, this building will be made operational. So हे खंय तरी हे जे बिल्डिंग ऑपरेशनल जाले की टॅक्सी कार जावं की बाकीचे लोक, कॉमन पब्लीक, एअरपोर्ट युजर, everybody will be utilizing this space. So हे जे parking menace in Dabolim airport will soon be something of the past. So that is the good news that will be happening within this month, and this information has come exclusively through Goa News Now. So I am giving this announcement today that within this month this airport authority will be making this multi-level car parking area operational. पळयत रावा Goa News Now for more such updates. Thank you. Meanwhile, Goa News Now also spoke to Airport Director Gagan Malik to know what exactly Airport Authority has been planning with regards to this MLCP building. Check what he has to say.
That we should have more transport options. You're very right in that. We need to have more transport options. And before I comment on that, I would like to share one good news with you. The MLCP, which has been not cleared so far, ultimately it has been approved by the Bureau of Civil Aviation Security, and we are targeting that within this month we should put MLCP in operations. So we are working on that aspect, and within this month hopefully this MLCP will be placed into operations. So as far as congestion of parking and other things outside the terminal building when you are coming out of the building will be reduced to a great extent, as well as to further take care of these aspects we are procuring the land opposite the airport for developing further parkings and other assets of the airport. And as you have said that other options, yes, as per the norms of International Civil Aviation Organization, which is the umbrella organization of 156 countries of the world, and to which India is also a signatory, it very clearly states that there should be multiple choices available for the passengers to reach and leave the airport. So that simply means we should have buses, we should have private cars, we should have taxis, we should have multimodal arrangements for the passenger transportation. And in this series, after discussions with the Kadamba Transport, the bus service has already been started. So low floor buses are being operated by them, and we are in discussion with Transport Department to introduce more number of buses and more number of destinations, uh, so that passengers can have that opportunity to use the lesser amount services available to them also.
Any likelihood of having more players of rent a cab or taxis?
See, as it is, rent a cab is already available, that is there, and as far as app based taxi services are concerned, earlier Goa Miles was operating here. So now it is the decision to be taken by the GTDC or Government of Goa to reintroduce that service. So as and when they want to reintroduce, they can discuss the issue with us, and we are all geared up to take care of that aspect also. So now, see, all these things basically fall in the domain of state authorities. We can facilitate it, we can expedite it, we can support it. So we are always ready for that. As and when any proposal comes to us, we process it expeditiously and see to it whatever best comfort we can provide to our passengers who are traveling through this airport should be made available to them. And I believe in that any passenger who's coming should have the
Choice.
opportunities and choices available to him for his transportation to or from the airport.
He also explained how Goa Airport, from a small airport, has become as one of the leading airport in the country. Check this.
It's basically that we had to think in terms of our growth as well, vis-a-vis growth of the passengers who are expected to come here, and we geared up ourselves 3 years back itself, or maybe before that. We brought out lot many changes in the terminal building. The monotony in the terminal building was broken up, and we brought colors into the building. We whatever areas were lying unutilized, we opened those areas. We put them into the good use. So that created more space within the terminal building, and we put it to the optimal utilization of the passengers, as well as we streamlined certain procedures, how much time we are going to take, how much time we are taking. And right now also we are doing a study, which we say is a time and motion study, how much time a passenger takes when he reaches the airport from the moment of entering into the building, reaching the check-in counters, how much time is taking at the check-in counter, how much time is being taken at the security point, and all these things. So we are always working to see how we can improve ourselves more, because I strongly believe even best can be improved. So there is a consistent effort from Team Goa, and as well as our top management, that we should try to improve ourselves, we should try to continue to improve ourselves, and we are working on that very seriously. And that's the result, that we have been able to handle much more number of passengers. Earlier we were ninth in the traffic handling capacity. At present, we are seventh in the present handling passenger handling capacity, and we are at number three as far as AI airports are concerned. After Chennai and Kolkata, Goa is the third airport owned by AI, which is handling maximum number of passengers in flights.
Okay. Malik also informed as to how Goa Airport now has become one of the preferred destination across the country and in the world. He said that the tourist footfall in Goa has become more.
For past 8 9 months, or say since October, the months October, November, December, January, winter season, they have been very busy months for us. They up till I think 15 Feb or by the last week of Feb, we had a very heavy number of passengers coming in. We even touched 102 departures, domestic scheduled departures I am talking about. At the same time, same day, we had 8 non-scheduled operations also. So 110 departures a day has never been in the history of Goa. And handling such number of huge departures and huge passenger influx, despite constraints, whatever constraints we are facing, we did it very smoothly, very comfortably, and a joint team effort had gone into the play, and it's an achievement, and it's a credit for the beauty of Goa, for the charisma of Goa, and we are, as Airport Authority of India, are always trying to put our best foot forward. We try to take care whatever best possible at our end, and I think this also adds to the incoming of passengers, as passengers feel less hassle, passengers feel they are being taken care for. These things do matter. So we are very hopeful about better season coming.
Uh, the charter season did not had any charm this time. Hopefully
The,
next
cha-
year.
the charter season actually, during last winter session, due to the COVID restrictions world around, charter season had not at all been that which we used to have earlier. But despite that, as soon things started open, Kazakhstan was the one which was operating. Um, uh, Two airlines were operating from Kazakhstan, and I think if it would not have been some unrest in Kazakhstan, that would have continued very well. But despite that problem at Almaty and other places, they shifted their bases to other airports and they kept on operating. But ultimately, it had its impact, and since Rosia had 9 slots, they operated 7 slots. Maybe because of Russia and Ukraine issue, the last 2 slots were not operated. But 747, which initially came in the 7 slots, were full. At times, we had 525 passengers being brought in by the Rosia. Now, if things are settling down, things if are going to improve, be rest assured that this time charter season is going to be very very good. This is what my assessment about the things, about the overall situation which is prevailing. My assessment is that it's going to be a very good season. The coming winters will be a very good season, provided this COVID issue is no more there. This achievement does not belongs to me alone or Goa Airport alone, but belongs to the entire state, because Goa has got its own charisma. There is no doubt things are picked up very well, and in the month of March, we had more than 8 lakh passengers footfall, and though summers have approached, April is going on. It's a summer season for primarily considered as an off season for Goa. But I would like to share with you that this long weekend is again very very busy, and again we are touching around 80-85 flights departures a day, and at the same time the international scheduled operations which have started. So we are having 4 flights almost every second day, and the number which started with the Oman initial passenger footfall was 58, but it's again picking up slowly and gradually, and I think by end of this month international operations will also gain good strength. And my assessment about Goa is that if there is no recurrence of Omicron and things are as it is right now, and if they continue to be so, Goa is going to have a boom of tourism, and I'm very sure of it, because uh, these are the signs which we can see even in the off-season period. Passengers are thronging Goa like anything. I mean, we are touching 28,000, 24,000 passengers footfall. Today, more than 14,000 passengers are expected to arrive. Only 9,000 passengers are departing, but incoming influx is growing steadily.